All right, here we go. We got lumber. Well, it's not lumber exactly. It's some kind of board, and we are max on the weight. So, but the good thing is, it's all nice and evenly distributed as far as the amount that we're hauling. So, I like that. So we're just gonna do 3 straps. I think we're gonna do 3 straps, which should put us way over. But as I said before, there is no such thing as over securement. Oh, I don't think I want that. Yeah, you see that? That's just disaster waiting to happen. That's too close. Okay, so you know how I always say, twist your straps when you have a lot of distance between the point and that point. Well, on this one, you don't have to twist these straps because we're gonna have to tarp this load. So, you don't gotta twist it. Well, the bad end of that is that you gotta tarp the freaking load. You could actually put just one single tarp on this and just one more door in the back, it looks like. But I don't have just one more door for the back, so I will have to use 2 tarps. My plan is actually to cut up one of my bad tarps, which I have one that's like not that great. So that's probably what I'm gonna do when I drop this load off. Let's just salvage one of the tarps, use it for something like this. So now let's talk about how did we get here in the first place. I was all the way in Abilene, Texas area, right? So somewhere in between, not in between, but 20 miles like east of Abilene, Texas. And I was looking for a load after I dropped those Bobcats over in Texas. I was looking for a load, and it didn't look good. When I initially looked, it didn't look good at all. As a matter of fact, even now, it still doesn't look good. So at the end of Tuesday, I completed those loads that were the Bobcat. I completed those on Monday, and I started looking for a load on a Tuesday, and I actually anticipated it going into deadheading to all the way to Dallas, right? I was watching the board the day prior, and it did not look good on a Monday. So I anticipated on bobtailing to Dallas, but I scrapped that idea because of the fact that the board didn't look good. The Houston area did look a little bit better, but it turns out that was only temporarily or momentarily. So I continue to look, and a good thing I didn't deadhead to there, because I would have felt bad when wasting time, okay? Because if I'm gonna deadhead 400 something miles to get to a location and get loaded, it better be a decent rate, you know? Just like that load going into Fargo, that was a pretty good rate. So now you gotta wait on these guys to get with the tarping. So they have like a tarping station over there. They're gonna lay out your tarp for you. So I guess that's not a bad deal. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So I decided on not bobtailing to Fort Worth or Houston. So at the end of the day of Tuesday, I did find a load, and it was only a short load. It was paying $1,200 for 380 miles, but I had to deadhead 200 miles to get to it. Now, you see, that's how bad the market was. Anyway, so I deadheaded 200 miles. At first, we got everything set up and everything. I'm gonna pop the broker up. We got everything set up, or before I left to go deadhead, we got set up and everything, and for some reason their setup requirement is so weird. So it's like they send you this email, and then you have to forward this email to your agent, and your agent has to reply to that email, reply to all, to get the insurance, make sure the insurance was coming from your agent. So that was the whole spiel on that. So that took a little bit of time, and they for some reason, I think what had happened was, because my insurance agent is really good. They're always there, and they're always attentive, and for some reason they did not get that information. I think what happened was it went into their spam folder, right? And after that happened, the freaking broker put the load back onto the load board. I said, man, you gotta be kidding me, right? So after he done that, this was Wednesday morning. I'm over here waiting. This is in Duncan, Oklahoma. I'm over here waiting to get for the Raycon, and they still did not verify my insurance, which is kind of weird. Like I said, I got a really good insurance and never had no issue. But long story short, they put the freaking load back on the load board, and now I don't have a load because they booked that load to somebody else. Are you kidding me, man? Are you stinking kidding me? So we're over here in Duncan, Oklahoma, waiting on a load. And if you know Duncan, it's probably not an ideal place to look for a load. That's so weird. I'm gonna have to get this back on there. Looks like I'm gonna have to get on the dirt. I really don't want to get on the dirt. But anyway, so they put the load back on the board. I can't, you know what, man, I can't really blame the broker for doing that, because it doesn't seem like my insurance was gonna go through, and it was taking too long, you know. I mean, but at the same time, come on, man, it's like, what happened to commitment, man? I'm already committed. He knew I was already heading towards the location to go get picked up. So I mean, I don't know why he would have thought that my insurance was never gonna go through. It's just crazy. I'm over here operating, and I don't know, man. Sometimes it just kills me. But anyway, so we that was a Tuesday, right? Oh no, that was this morning. This is Wednesday now, and we had to deadhead another 200 miles to get to this location. This is how bad this area is. Nonetheless, we ain't never coming back here, that's for sure. Okay, we are all done. Well, they're done putting my tarps in. Look at this, man. Look at this. These boys right here, man, I tell you what, there's 3 of them boys over there that are doing the tarping for you. I mean, they're just putting it on for you, but they still, look, you know, secure the front and the back. And boy, I tell you, that's a pretty damn good job, I must say. So I gave them boys $20. I mean, that's all I had. That's all the cash I had. So I gave them $20. I told them, man, I got your next coffee. Hopefully it's not an insult, but I don't see why it would be. That's pretty good. This all I gotta do is tuck her in, and she's done. So let's get back onto deadheading stinking. How many miles did I deadhead total now? Man, I tell you, I can't even I can't even tell you exactly how many miles, but it's been a lot of miles. I would say I probably could have deadhead to Houston and get a somewhat decent load coming out of there, you know. But hey, you know what, that's, you know, I was kind of mad at first, you know, I was kind of disappointed, but you know, it's just the reality of trucking though. Right now, trucking has, the brokers and the shippers have the upper hand because there's a lot more trucks too for every load, so they got the upper hand, you know. Last year and the year before, we had the upper hand, you know, as carriers. Well, the mid last year. But this load is not even paying that great, man, but it's gonna get me to a better area, because I think what actually happened is there's so many more trucks out here in the south because obviously it's winter and they want to stay away from that snow. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Us, you know what? It's okay for us to suffer a little bit just so we can have a better overhead. I mean, not overhead, but better profit margin at the end. I would rather much have that than have the equipment work harder and have less profit coming in. All right, we are almost done. It's got a little bit of wrinkle. We'll take it like that though. We're not gonna be the prettiest on the road, but for sure it ain't gonna flop. Where do I hook this? No, I don't like that. Okay. Okay. The key to tarping, for you not to have the little big bubble, is try to eliminate the wind from coming in, because as you rolling down the road or as the load is traveling, the wind starts coming in holes. You're not going to prevent it from having holes, but if you can prevent it from building holes, you start eliminating the wind and you start breaking it so it doesn't continue to get worse. Actually, hey, you know what? That doesn't look so bad now. Okay. I kind of don't like that, but they should be fine. Not gonna be picky. I would say these boys did a damn good job in putting that tarp in there. They were actually kind of dumbfounded when I gave them $20. I don't know if that's that I was insulting them. I don't think so though. I was just really glad that they were there, even though I know they get paid hourly or whatever. They get compensated, but it's nice to be appreciated sometimes, you know. Okay. Damn. I thought I didn't have no more of them holes. I guess I still do. Oh crap, I'm not supposed to be on top. Okay. All right. We are done. We're ready to roll. I already scaled this weight. I mean, already got a weight idea on it. It's actually pretty damn good. These guys, they don't miss, because we got 33 here, 33 over there. It's every axle on this back part is, this one is 16.8, that one is 16.2. Imagine that. These guys are good. So that's it. I say that's a pretty nice tarp job. I don't like that though. I'm gonna have to get on top of the load outside. We're over here in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, by the way. So let me get back on the load board. Man, what a hot mess. It is safe to say I'm probably not gonna come back here anytime soon in the Texas region. Glad we got here quick. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. And they go all the way back, all the way on the inside. Wow. Oh man, look at that. They still way back here. Supposedly, this place loads until 8 p.m.